intellectualradio.com and our radio station, where we are definitely getting ready to feed your brain today. Today's topic: are parents responsible to pay high school tuition? Again, are parents responsible to pay high school tuitions? And for men and women, how soon is too soon for sex in a relationship? Stay tuned. We'll be back with these hot topics. And we're live back here in the studio, Intellectual Radio and iHeart Radio station, where we feed your brain.
Hi, my name is Tina Olivia Pay. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeart Radio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
And we're live back here in the studio, intellectualradio.com and iHeart Radio station, where we feed your brain. Where we feed your brain. We get ready to feed your brain. I'm about to tell something up here in the studio here on intellectualradio.com. Well, we got some great topics for you today.
What's your name?
What my name be?
What's your name be?
I got a drop from my grandbaby, and she's only 8 years old. I'm going to have to let you guys hear it during the break. I am your on-air host, Miss Darci.
And I'm your co-host, Katie Lowe.
And you're listening to the number one internet radio station in the world, intellectualradio.com. Now, y'all know I'm nosy, so we're going to start off with my tidbits. The first thing is, did you know that you can get a windfall from Social Security? I had to laugh. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Katie, a windfall from Social Security. Little known Social Security rules allow beneficiaries to receive lump sum payments that can amount to thousands of dollars.
Sure, if you pay into it.
Attractive as this may sound, such payments permanently reduce beneficiaries' monthly benefits and should generally be taken as a last resort. 2 ways to qualify for a lump sum are available only to those who start receiving benefits after reaching full retirement age. Oh, so that wouldn't apply to me just yet. You can find, as a full retirement, individuals entitled to 100% of his or her benefits. Those who claim it earlier receive less, while those who delay get more, roughly 8% more each year if you delay it, claiming it until you're 70. Nobody's going to wait till they're 70. There might not be no money around when you wait to 70.
Well, most of them wait till they're about 65.
About 65. But that's a 5-year difference. That could mean,
it
mean a lot.
Yes,
that can mean a lot.
Yes,
so at full retirement age, an individual is entitled to 100% of his or her benefits. If you claim it earlier, you receive less, but those who delay get more. Okay, so now, do you think it's worth it? Let's say you're going through a financial situation. Think it's better to claim it early than to claim it late? If you financially strapped.
If you're financially strapped, you still got to be a certain age before they give it to you. You see, they're saying that you got to be 62. Or you got to be on disability. They're just not going to give it to you.
They say you can receive it. You can get up to 6 months of your benefits.
Okay.
But it's going to reduce your monthly benefits. It's going to permanently reduce it after that.
Okay. How do they say why do they say that you can get it? If you're financially strapped, they're going to give it to you?
That's what they're saying. But they're saying that if you don't wait and you want it right now, you can get it in a lump sum up to 6 months of benefits. The downside is Social Security permanently will reduce your future monthly benefits.
But are they giving an age limit on that? You see, that's what I'm trying to find out.
I don't see an age limit on there.
If I'm 50,
because
I got my 40 credits.
I'm trying to go call an 800 number to find out so I can get mine.
If I'm 50 and I got my 40 credits up there and I'm financially strapped,
right?
I just want to know, can I go in there and say, look?
Well, we're going to find out because I'm going to log on to the 1-800 Social Security today, and I'm going to let y'all know on the next show.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to give you the next Tuesday because I'm going to be making some waves with you.
You going to give me a whole week?
I'm giving you a whole week.
I appreciate that. You're so cat. I like that. I mean, it's something about you. I knew I like you for a reason.
You know what? I mean, that's feeding my brain.
Right, it's feeding mine too. That's why I'm telling y'all about it.
My brain just got stimulated. You know what I'm saying?
Your brain got stimulated for
Girl, better watch out.
Imagine what else could stimulate your brain.
Have a gasm up in there. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to find the I'm serious. I am serious. I can see the tears about to roll down my eyes. I'm serious. I want to know.
This girl gonna have me hollering up here.
I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Okay. Before I go on with my other news, she got me speechless, which is a rarity. Before I go on with my other news, we went to an event last night, me and Katie, on the south side of Chicago. And it was a rally to stop gun violence. There were several pastors, dignitaries in attendance. They came in from New York and other places. And the Reverend celebrity, Mr. Al Sharpton, was supposed to be the keynote speaker, but we were told that his plane was delayed. Now, before I let Katie talk, the information that was there, Channel 9 was there, and Fox News was there. And the information, they were saying that we need to come together as a people to get the gun violence to stop because we're killing our own. And I agree with them 100%. So they were saying, one of the pastors on the pulpit was saying that the west side pastors and the south side pastors and the north side pastors and the east side pastors to come together collaboratively and work to make it a better country for us to live in without the gun violence. Katie waiting to get to talk. And so then they kind of, well, you know what? I'm gonna stop at them. I'm gonna pause right here. I did do some interviews, but before I tell you who I interviewed, I'm gonna let Katie give you her spin on last night's event on the south side of Chicago at Mount Calvary.
Okay, my name is Katie Lowe. Now, you know I'm going to put a spin
now,
on
these
it.
opinions are not necessarily opinions of intellectualradio.com and our radio station before she started.
This is my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with intellectualradio.com, nor does it have anything to do with iHeartRadio. This is the opinion of Katie Lowe. Now, we went to an Impact rally.
Yeah, it was Impact.
At Mount Calvary Baptist Church on the south side of Chicago.
Yes, we did.
And I tell you, the spirit was high.
Was it high?
The spirit was high. They had a saxophone player up in there.
Tell them about that. He almost made me want to get up out my chair.
Girl, I thought I was up in the juke joint. The music sounded
Good
so
old
good.
short man was getting down.
Oh, he was
to
getting
the down to the nitty ground.
I tell you, his saxophone was big as he was.
Right. The saxophone was bigger than Bro Man. But Bro Man could blow.
And Bro Man blew that saxophone.
Yes, he did. They gave him a standing ovation. Y'all had to be there to see
and there was a Pastor Ledbetter that was there who gave the prayer, and he did a very good job. And what he did, he fulfilled me, so I just knew I was in the right place. The name of the organization that was giving this rally was called Impact. And they bought these two big old gangster-looking preachers.
Don't let her take y'all in.
Listen,
don't let her captivate y'all. Don't let her wheel you in.
It's all in comedy.
But they were too big. Put you in this wave. She gonna let you out.
They were two big old gangster-looking preachers. They about 7 feet tall. They was some big old boys.
Was they packing?
They was some big old boys. I don't know if they was fed down south or it was all that pasta that they ate in New York. I'm telling you, it's all in fun. But Darci knows I'm telling the truth.
She was saying it while we were there.
Anyway, they commenced to talking, and then they started asking for a donation.
Well,
I want you to tell y'all they started on the big end. Yeah, instead of on the
very
small
big
end. They started out asking for $100.
Right.
I want to tell you, nobody in the congregation made a move.
You know you ain't right. You know you
Oh, let me take my glasses off. Oh, forgive me. But I'm telling the truth.
It was like everybody turned into a robot. Didn't nobody move.
Didn't nobody move. And all the little seniors, all the little senior citizens on the front row, they started clutching the purse.
She almost made me drop my coffee. This girl's crazy.
They say, not today, Pastor. You don't get paid till the first of the month. But anyway, they did get a collection.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
I left my wallet at home, but now I'm going to my checkbook.
She had no ID. No, we was gonna go to jail.
I left my wallet at home with my driver's license. And I don't know how my checkbook got in my purse, but I felt compelled. I felt compelled.
She felt compelled, y'all. She pulled out the checkbook.
I felt compelled to give him some money. So I was trying to write out 100. But when I wrote out the 1 and the 0, that other 0 jumped off the page. It ran out the door. So I did give 1/10 of what they asked for. But anyway,
oh God.
Then they made that announcement that Reverend Al Sharpton wasn't gonna be there.
He did call in.
Wait a minute, let me finish my story.
Y'all know, I'm telling y'all better get y'all a drink because she's finna bring it to you right now.
Then after they got the money and they counted the money, they told you that Reverend Al Sharpton wasn't gonna be there. So it was 2 rows of seniors right there on the front row. They politely got up and they went on down the aisle and out to their bus and they left.
They sure did.
So the preacher said, "Don't everybody leave." So me and Darci was sitting down on the front row.
I was laughing just like I'm doing right now.
But we was sitting in the back. Darci saying, I said, "Let's go down to the front."
Said, "You think we should?"
I said, "Darci, let's go down to the front so we can get some good pictures." Darci said, "You think we should?" So yeah. So after we got down there, we found out Reverend Sharpton wasn't gonna be there. Now you know, I got ready to go.
Katie say,
I went to see Al.
Tell you what she did. She said, "Let's go," because I was going to interview Al. The owner had set it up. So Katie say, "Al not gonna be." Katie cut her eyes at me. She said, Katie say, "Let's go." And I said, "What?" You know, I'm like I can't hear her. I said, "What you say?" Because now we on the second row.
She said, she sit next to me, tell me she can hear. I said, "I'm gonna send you a text message."
She sent me a text message to my phone. And you know I got my phone on vibrate, so I'm trying not to look down, right?
I blew that
she
phone.
She cut her eyes over at me, talking about, "Check your phone." So I looked down. I looked down at my phone. She said, "Look in the back." She said, "Tell me."
I say, "Look in the back. Tell me how many media are still left after they made the announcement that Al Sharpton wasn't coming."
So
it was 3 or 4. But anyway, she turned around.
So I didn't want to turn around right away. I'm looking at this message, right? I'm like, this girl is crazy. So I turned around slowly. I said, one of the cameramen has left the room. And she said, "We about to be out." She checks me again. I was like, "Wait, Katie." Before I knew it, some of the kids, they came because they were saying they had lost someone to death in gun violence. Was it Thornton School? Thornton High School. So they got up and spoke. It was like 4 or 5 of them. So when they found out that Al Sharpton, they got up and they was on the second and third row. So Katie got up. I couldn't even move fast enough. I got the microphone for intellectual radio. I got my purse. I got my little handout. I looked up. Katie was gone. Well, so I can't get up in the front of the room.
Wait, I got to tell the truth. I did not leave the church.
But she left from where she was sitting.
I just got far away. I felt like I had been, listen, when I grew up, I felt like I had been lied to. Okay? And I'm a grown woman. I felt like I had been hoodwinked. I felt like I had been bamboozled. So I got up and I left the room.
And while she kept texting me, talking about, "Girl," she put "girl," GURL with like 5 L's with exclamation point. "Girl, you better come on." Everybody leaving.
What made it so bad? I left the room, and I went out into the lobby, and I was like, "I said, dog, I'm thirsty. Can I get a drink of water, a bottle of water?" Yeah, I see a man come back with a 6-pack of water in a bag. So I'm asking the security guard, "Could I get a bottle of water?" So he said, "Sure." So he went through this door to get me a bottle of water. He came back and told me they didn't have none.
Oh.
But I said, "Well, where's the water fountain?"
I had bought us 2 waters.
They didn't know where
from the intellectual radio studio.
They didn't even know where the water fountain was.
I sat them on the chair, and when I got up and walked away and came back, they both were
didn't
gone.
Nobody steal that water in the house of the Lord.
Well, what happened to them?
They wouldn't steal no water in the house of the Lord.
What, they evaporated?
I don't know what happened.
The whole bottle, the top of the bottle?
They use it for. I think they use it to baptize somebody with it.
They had baptism going on during the rally. You know what, Katie? We gonna get off this because she ain't gonna stop.
Wait a minute, I got to tell this.
See that? She ain't gonna let it go.
I got to tell this.
Okay, go ahead, tell her.
Them 2 big old preachers, and I hope y'all listening.
Oh God.
They came here. They talked about our mayor.
Yeah, they did. Talked about our president.
They talked about Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, they did.
I kind of feel sorry for
That
Jesse.
had nothing to do with the rally.
I felt sorry for Jesse because Jesse had run, and he's always running.
You mean physically or mentally or
But they
emotionally?
talked about Jesse. And then they talked about Al Sharpton, who was supposed to be the keynote.
Now that had me confused. They apologized that he couldn't be there. And then he came off the pulpit and got on the floor and said, Al Sharpton probably ain't gonna invite me to so.
Sure did.
And everybody was looking like surprised, like,
Yeah. And
where did that come from?
Jesse ain't gonna invite me to push.
I was like, okay, I've been invited to more better places, and I'm like, wow.
Sure
People were looking like they were in shock, so it kind of got away from the theme of the gun violence. So, hoping and praying that since we are all imperfect, that I don't know, they can regroup.
Now I know I'm a big girl, but them was some big
This
preachers.
girl is crazy.
And all I know is I ain't want no devil that big to jump off on me. It's all in fun.
It's all in fun, but it
That's
was
just my
a good
side.
event. I got to interview the mayor of Harvey. Was that the mayor of Harvey, Katie? I think it was the mayor of Harvey.
Yeah, he was
And-
running around there. Had this cute little old suit on. He must have thought he was at a fashion show or something.
He was strut. Yeah, he had a little strut. He was trying to walk like Obama. Little strut. He was dressed nicely. And then the two preachers from New York, I did get a chance to interview them.
Dog, guess what? I just got a retweet from my girl Pam McGee.
What did she say? I told Pam I'm going to rehab.
It says, this is what I tweeted. I tweeted at On TV, at Oprah, at Pam McGee. You are really missed. I really enjoy being a part of your life. You know I'm nosy. She just retweeted it. Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam. What's up, girl? Pam McGee from Mom's Got Game, WNBA player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call us, Pam. If you're listening, call us here in the studio. In other news, man surprises bride-to-be with same-day wedding. Now, I don't know about y'all women here in America, but I don't know if it would have been a surprise. Not the surprise that he thought, though. Imagine waking up on the day of your engagement party to find out that you're actually getting married that day. For some brides, they may say it was their worst nightmare. For Carly Butler, it was a dream. The Windsor, Ontario native married this gentleman named Adam in August in front of family and friends. He proposed in January of 2013, and the couple had previously set a date for May. Butler and the groom made a list of who was going to come to the wedding, just like you regular do, get all your wear. They shared it with Pinterest. People volunteered like to donate the flowers and things like that. Well, shortly after engagement, the bride-to-be flew to England to retrace her grandmother Irene's steps. Her grandfather was a Canadian soldier, and he met his wife while deployed overseas. The two wed in England and spent 6 months apart while Irene waited for her travel papers. During this time, she had wrote letters to her husband. They discovered that it was a bunch of letters after Irene's death. To make a long story short, she said she had been planning this wedding for months. And when she got to the engagement party, her husband, or soon-to-be husband, had already set up this elaborate ceremony. He had invited all the guests he wanted to be there. He had bridesmaids' dresses that he liked. And then he made a bouquet for her and a wedding dress for her. They had everything that they had on the previous list for food. He made his own food list, which consists of chicken, corn on the cob, mac and cheese, all chose by the groom.
Wait a minute, what was that meal again?
Chicken, corn on the cob, mac and cheese.
Sound like a brother. Go
Sound like
ahead.
a brother, right? So they said that he had a live band, and she loved it, and that it was a huge turnout. Now,
How long they been married?
they got married in May.
A when?
Wait, let me make sure. Let me
Had to
back
be
it up.
last year because
Let me
May of
back it
this
up.
year ain't here yet.
She always trying to put me on the spot. She get on my last nerve.
Hey,
In August.
what's the name of
In
this show?
August. Making waves. We making tidal waves today though.
I'm just,
Okay. They got married in August. Anything else?
I mean, you said the
They
name of the
got
show.
married in August.
Okay.
But personally,
Mhm.
for me, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I want you to give me your opinion.
Okay, but also what year?
of 2013.
Are they still together?
Yeah, they happily married.
Right.
And they even have a video of talking about what's going on in their life from January to now.
Oh, okay.
She's got a book coming out. But just saying, most women, that's a day in a lifetime for them. That's their day for a woman. So would you want somebody else to take it upon themselves and plan your own wedding?
Heck no, but these cookies that the producer got showing up.
This girl is a hot mess. I don't know if she'd have had a drink before she came in the studio today on intellectualradio.com or what. She is entertaining today. I don't know. It must be the cookies. I don't know what it is or whatever she got in that cup. It looked like tea, but it might America. It might not be a tea. She might have a shot or something up in that glass.
It's nothing but
that's so you say.
Raspberry tea in it.
So you say.
Huh? These cookies are very good.
Did she know I'm on a diet? She's holding in front of me. She's smacking.
I'm on a diet too. I'm on a diet to eat these cookies.
This girl's crazy. We are making waves here on intellectualradio.com and iHeart. We are definitely feeding your brain. We ain't even got to the topic for today yet.
I'm sorry.
But before we get to the topic, I do want to talk about this plane. Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. They found one door. They think they may have found a door to the plane. Now, America. We got social media. We got smartphones. We got Android phones. We got Apple phones. We got computer. We got internet. We got social media. We got TV. We got radio. How can a big old plane carrying 200 and some passengers be still missing since Friday? Where is the black box? What is going on? Was the plane hijacked? Did it just fall down without having what they call it, technical difficulties? What do you think? I mean, this just sounds so odd and strange to me.
But what about the two people that were supposed to be on the call with those passports?
I want to talk about them.
You got to look it up now. You got to talk about them.
I mean, I did Google it. And they saying that the IDs were stolen.
But they were on the plane, right?
No, they say, but they not on the manifest.
Oh, okay.
Their names were not on the. You know how people just want to get in the news. I mean, but that's the wrong kind of way to get in the news. To say that you got ID from a plane that you went on the manifest that's missing. I mean, who does that in America? Mm-hmm. It says that it troubled them because on the manifest, the two passengers that said they boarded the Boeing 777 with stolen passports are alive and nobody else can find the plane. Their names were not mentioned on the manifest. My question to America, and we are feeding your brain. I know we got a lot of topics. You just want to call in and talk about any topics. What we did last night, Mom's Got Game. These cookies Kaden over here smacking on in my ear. The producer got on shorts today. It's all kind of stuff happening here today. I don't know if it's a full moon or what. I got friends calling me 7 times, stalking me about advice for their life, and they need to get a life. I just don't know, America. Help me out here today. What is really going on? If you hold a cookie up in my face one more time. Did y'all see what she just did? She can't even give you the number to call in. Can you give them the number to call in to intellectualradio.com? She can't even talk right now. Okay, so what are your opinions? I mean, I fly a lot. People probably fly a lot. They worried about these people on the plane. 2 of them were children. It was a total of 239. And then a 12 crew missing. I mean, my hearts go out to their families and the friends and the people that are watching this. But I hope authorities or, transportation get a hold of this situation. They can do. What can they do?
It just hit my brain.
Oh, Lord.
They can.
It hit it or it fed it. I need to know because if it hits your brain, I don't know if we want to know.
They can make the plane out of the same material that they make the black box out of.
What good would they do? They can't find the black box.
The black box is never destroyed.
But where is it?
The black box is never destroyed.
Okay, but where is it?
The plane wouldn't be destroyed if they made the plane out of the same material that the black box is made out of, and they would be able to find it.
There's still no signs of this plane that's carrying 239
because it's not made out of the material that the black box is made out of.
A big old plane. If they're searching for this plane, they should be able to find this plane. I mean, my heart go out. I travel. It's a little scary to know that a whole plane. And today they should have found. This happened on Friday, and now we're into Tuesday afternoon.
I predicted they would find that plane. Though.
That's a little scary, and I hope that they do.
And they might find it intact with the passengers.
Right. Now here are some amazing facts. I'm not listening to her right now.
I'm serious. Though.
Tell me if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I don't even know if I should ask her right now, America.
Okay.
Staying home on a Friday night. Good idea, bad idea? Or it depends on what age you are.
Bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea?
Well, if you work every day, whether you go to a job, work at home.
Okay.
I have worked in the past. You should pay yourself on Friday.
But you might be too tired on Friday. You don't work 40 hours or 50 hours a week on Friday.
You have Saturday and Sunday.
So what's wrong with resting on Friday and then party on Saturday and Sunday?
Because you have to go to work on Monday.
Earl, with the shorts on today, says stay at home, the producer.
He probably stay at home anyway.
No, I don't think he do.
You think he party? I don't even think.
I'm looking at him differently because he got on shorts today. I'm about to see him with pants back on again. I can make an honest determination.
I don't talk about nobody. But I looked at his legs and feet. He can't step.
She is in rare form today, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm about to talk to her on the break. Not wearing socks. Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
That's a great idea.
Not wearing socks? Well, if you got bad feet, I think you need to wear socks with your sandals. If you got, like the flip-flops.
Socks with sandals?
Some people do that. I mean, they call them nerds.
That is totally country.
Okay, would you rather somebody wear socks and their feet are sitting up like this?
I would rather look at their bunion heels and their hammer toes than to see a person with a pair of socks on with a pair of thongs. Flip-flops.
What do thongs get to do with this?
They sandals, flip-flops,
I thought you said thongs.
Well, that's what they used to call them, thongs.
Oh, okay.
Before they were flip-flops.
Did they? I didn't know they called. When you say thong, I'm thinking about a woman with thongs on.
They called them beach walkers.
Okay.
They called them thongs and they called them flip-flops.
I didn't know they called them thongs. You kind of got me on that one.
See, it's where your man is, Miss Darci.
Well, you said thongs. I only know one thong. I don't know about a sandal being a thong. All right. See, even Earl is with me.
I tell you.
Even Sharon in the studio. Ain't nobody. You in another world. We don't know what world you in.
The people in the studio.
What?
They need to get on the internet and they need to research.
I really don't want to know. That's not something I really need to know.
Okay.
Not really, but you shared it with me, so now I've added that to my knowledge for today. Okay. Continental breakfast. Good idea, bad idea? Bad idea. Bad idea? Why?
Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Said who? Now I got you. Right.
Well,
steak and eggs for breakfast. Good idea, bad idea?
Well, steak is a little heavy in the morning, but
you just said breakfast. It's got to be a certain type of breakfast that's good.
Sausage.
It's got to be a certain type.
Yeah, you can have a good whole grain cereal with some milk and a banana in it, and a cup of coffee and some juice. That's an excellent breakfast in the morning.
To me, that's a lot, especially when I'm trying to lose weight. Now moving right along. TV shows on the internet. Good idea or bad idea?
Great idea.
People who hum in public. Good idea, bad idea?
Ooh, terrible idea.
Easter egg hunt. Good idea, bad idea?
Only if the egg has got them gold coins in it that them people found in California.
Acting your age. Good idea, bad idea?
Bad idea.
Sleeping in on long weekends. Good idea, bad idea?
Well, all depends on who you sleeping with.
Right. I'm with you on that one.
Ring
that bell. Okay, do you agree or disagree? 75% of couples married 5 years or less still hold hands.
75% of couples
married 5 years or less still hold hands.
They are already divorced.
Actually, they do.
They do?
75% of married couples 5 years or less still hold hands.
Oh, really?
I still hold my boo hand.
You wouldn't dance with it.
71% of women say they have special fat day clothes in their wardrobe.
Every day. I have fat day clothes every day.
I didn't expect for her to say that. I think her to say something, but not that.
Why?
Okay, I do. When you have like, your little friendly time of the month, I like to put on like my sweats and a big shirt. I might put on Elliot's shirt and just walk around because I just feel bloated and I don't want that to be taking place. But then if it ain't taking place, then don't worry. So
if you as big as I am, you feel bloated every day.
Oh no. Again, these are not the opinions of intellectualradio.com and iHeart. 57% of men say that having a woman tie their tie for them is a turn on. True or false?
Girl, I know that's a turn on for a man.
That's a turn on. That's a turn on. Earl said false. True, Earl. You have been outnumbered 3-1 in the studio.
That's because nobody has tied his tie.
Oh, you better get your tie tied.
Just a joke, Earl. Just a joke. I don't want to get locked out.
Your mic ain't gonna come on in a minute. 32% of women admit they have secretly thrown away something from their partner's closet. True or false?
Very true.
Sure, I do a lot of stuff. Ellie don't even know where it's at. He ain't even missing it. He didn't need it in the first place. He don't even. But if you know what, he might be listening. So if and he's off today, so we might need to. Let's move on to the next one.
Now I'm wondering what's in her teacup.
16% of adults recently surveyed that they will take a trip alone this year. True or false?
That's so false.
Yeah, I ain't going by myself. You must be crazy.
I know, because you scared to go to the South Side.
Wait, let me tell y'all.
Don't tell them about the gas station.
I'm going to tell them about the gas station. You went there. I'm going to give you this last one, Bill. I'm going to go there because she went there. 5% of female employees say they sleep with coworkers frequently. True or false?
I know that's false.
Wow. No, that's true. That's true.
Only in white.
And then 41% say they haven't, but they certainly would if the right opportunity presented itself.
Oh,
wow.
I can see it. $300,000 sexual harassment case.
Right. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all, I'm not partial to the West Side or South Side. I think crime and violence is everywhere. And last night, I was scared out of my mind. Now, Katie went to the South Side. She drove. I offered to drive. She wanted to drive. We leave this event, and she got to get gas. Now, I had forgot we need to get gas. So I said, can we make it back home? She said, no. On the South Side in Chicago, gas is like $10, except in the burbs. So we go to, she said, well, I ain't going to go to this gas station right here because it looked too dark and gloomy. She going to drive the other way. So we drive the other way. It's all lit up. She get out the car. She talking about, you going to stay in the car? I ain't gonna tell y'all what I really said to her. She was like, you think I'm finna stay in this car on the south side of Chicago? I hopped out of that car. We at the door. Another lady pulls up. She trying to get in. Big old sign say, use other door. But on the other door sign, it said closed, register not working. Katie talking about, the door won't open. She just a pulling in the, I said, girl, is the car door open? She talking about, no. I said, well, can you open it? She said, why? She trying to get in. I'm like, they closed. Open the door so I can get in the car. I'm scared out of my mind.
But then when I said that when the two signs was on the door,
right? I
told Darci, I said, he probably in there sticking them up.
Right. I'm like,
she tried to break the glass out the car, trying to jump
in the car, and she got the thing. So then we drive. She gonna go another way. It's worse looking the other way. So we end up at this gas station with no lights. Pull up. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, please protect us in this gas station. She talking about, there go another car. It's a woman in there. Come on. So we run into the door, literally. We get inside. She talking. I'm trying to hurry up and get out. So we come back out. I said, girl, go and pump that gas. The door open. I'm trying to get back in the car. I was so scared. It looked so bad over there.
But you ain't gonna believe it. Have you ever gone to a service station for gas and it had, what was it, service station, radio station?
Yeah, it said something like that.
Overhead music, and every once in a while it would come on and say, this is your service station, radio station.
I'm like, what the?
For real?
Then 4 of the pumps out of the 8 weren't working.
And I pulled up to pump 7, which looked like it was working.
And he get inside. We paid
and he told me that. He said, if you try to
I want 10 on this pump.
He said, if you go to that pump,
working.
He said, and you pump it, the gas is gonna run out over the pump handle.
She said, well, which gas tank is working? He said, try number. He had an accent.
Try number 8. What? Go to number 8.
I was like, give us a receipt. They might try to say we ain't paid for the gas. I was like, give us a receipt.
He said, pull it around the corner and go to number 8.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah, so that was like, wow.
You should have seen. We got that gas and hightailed it off the south side.
Here's your Feed Your Brain trivia question for today. You can win a TJ Maxx, Marshall's Home Good gift card or a Walmart gift card. Your choice. How many varieties of rice are there? How many varieties of rice are there? Is it A, 15, B, 150, or C, 15,000? Katie, get in a number to call in.
Call in to 708-223-8953 with the correct answer, and you can win a gift card.
Now, that's the Katie I know. I don't know who this other person was. My deep thought for today: the farther away the future is, the better it looks for me. Okay, consider this. This is in the news. This is everywhere. Are parents responsible to pay high school tuition? Again, are parents responsible to pay for high school tuition? Rachel Canning loses efforts to make parents pay for her high school tuition. A New Jersey family court judge ruled today that Rachel Canning's parents do not have to pay for high school tuition after she sued them to cover her schooling and her living costs. The judge delayed a ruling on whether the parents must pay the 18-year-old student's college tuition while asking lawyers to consider whether it's wise to establish this precedence when parents live in fear of establishing rules of just living in the household. The judge denied her request for weekly allowance. She wanted a weekly allowance and additional financial support, including shopping expenses, getting her hair done, her nails, and attorney fees. The next hearing is scheduled for April 22nd. The teenage daughter got put out by her parents because she didn't want to follow the rules and regulations of the household. So she decided to take her parents to court. And she didn't want to go to regular public high school. She wanted to go to a Catholic high school. She wanted them to pay for her high school education, give her an allowance, weekly allowance, and pay for her college in the fall. She said that her parents, when she turned 18 in October, they kicked her out of the house, which they denied. According to records, it says that she didn't want to follow the rules of the household, and she didn't want to do any chores because she was going to school and she had homework. And she didn't want a curfew because she had just turned 18. See, my thing is when you turn 18 and you know, it says you legal, but when you want to make your own rules and regulations, that means you need to have the light bill, the gas bill, the ComEd bill, the rent, the mortgage need to have your name on it instead of mine. Correct me if I'm wrong, America. Call in. Tell me what you think about this. So not only did she not want to go to a public school, she wanted to go to a private school. Get this, America. She wanted a new car, not an old car. She wanted a 2014. She wanted her college education paid for. She wanted to get her hair done. She wanted a weekly allowance. To be clear, her parents never abandoned her, nor did they abuse her. She wanted to have her own rules and regulations once she turned 18 in October. Katie, what do you think about that?
Well, in the first place, she was already in Catholic school now.
Right, while she was living under their roof.
Under their roof, right. What she did was she moved into the house with a boyfriend.
Well, yeah, I hadn't got to that part
yet.
And
go ahead. The boyfriend's father was a lawyer.
Yeah, and he took the case.
Yeah. Now, she's 18 years old. She's legally a grown woman by law. Okay?
All right, I'm with you.
Now, if you living in my household and you're not going to abide by my rules and you 18, don't let that doorknob hit you on the way out.
What a good Lord bless you.
I wasn't going to say that.
I couldn't help but to say it. It took me a minute to get it, but I was coming. Ring that bell.
Okay.
Right.
And then you think you're going to bring your boyfriend over there?
See, that's what it was. See, she wanted him to spend the night.
And sleep on my sheets?
Yeah, and she didn't want no curfew. Now, she had it good while she was living at home.
Yeah.
But then she wanted to turn the tables. But this was my question, and I don't see it nowhere in the notes. She 18, right?
She's 18 years of age and she's grown.
Okay, what? Did nobody say nothing about her getting a job, like a job?
2 jobs, honey.
I mean, just one though.
She don't need 2.
But she get one though. All this stuff she asking for.
She gonna need 2.
But okay, she might need 2. But let's start with one.
Cause she ain't but 18.
Let's start with one though.
Okay.
I don't see no mention of this. The only thing I heard the judge say was that he wished that they would spend more energy and time on reuniting the family than keeping it apart.
Where that old boyfriend's daddy, that lawyer.
See, he wrong for that. Because he shouldn't even get involved in that. Because what if the situation was reversed and it was his son.
Okay.
And then they were taking him.
And what if his old son had made a baby?
And then the judge asked her why come she can't go home. The parents said she can come home, but she got to follow rules and regulations.
That's right.
And if she don't, she needs to get her own place. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Are we missing something here?
Girl, let me tell you, that's what happens.
What happened?
Huh.
Did I miss it?
When you spare the rod
And spoil a child.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know if that was sparing a rod and spoiling a child.
Well, you know,
She claimed that she said she gave her parents everything they wanted. She went to school. She was an A student. She was an honor roll student. They gave
but
her,
at 18, she's still in school. She ain't graduated yet.
right. She
So now-
graduated this year.
Yeah, but she haven't graduated
Right,
yet.
she ain't
So you
graduated
ain't gave your parents everything they wanted because they want that diploma.
But did you know how much money she wanted? Now, Rachel Canning said that she think it's fair. She's only asking for $5,306 a month. That would.
Oh,
She's
Elizabeth.
If y'all could saw her just jump in this chair, the whole table moved. I thought we had an earthquake in Intellectual Radio Studio.
She want 5,000.
$5,306 to be exact, and that would cover her tuition bill, her living expenses, her transportation costs, and her new car note, as well as she wanted them to commit to pay for the college fund that will be starting up in the fall after she graduates in June.
Girl, all I got to
You think
say,
that's just unrealistic for her to ask for only $5,000?
somebody gave us some bad advice. Somebody gave her. Could you see one of your kids suing you?
Yeah, but they might not be able to live to tell about it. But I could. I mean, well, I take that back. I can't even see my kids doing that.
I think, hey,
Yeah, my kids ain't gonna do that.
no, they wouldn't do
Nah.
that. I don't know, but that grandbaby of yours.
My grandbaby might. She might be grandma. Before I take you to court, we need to have a conversation.
Okay.
Grandma, you listening to me?
You know what she gonna say?
My grandbaby wants
Grandma she'll say, Grandma, is it anything more important than me?
Right, because I'm your only grandchild.
Okay.
Yeah, she might would try.
She might take you.
She might.
Nah,
She
all right.
might. Yeah, she might give me a run for my money too. Now,
Repeat her name, her whole name.
Rachel Canning.
That ain't what she say. My name is Rachel something.
Rachel
It's
Canning.
three
She was
of
trying
them.
to take the last name of her boyfriend,
Peyton.
but they not married.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Girl, shut up.
It
And
says
she
Canning
ain't.
had been living with her best friend's family. They didn't say that the best friend family was the boyfriend's family. The friend's father, who is a lawyer, is funding Rachel Canning's lawsuit, but is not representing her at this time. And that family declined to comment to ABC News.
I know they did.
He said he do want her parents to foot the bill, which now totals $13,000 and going. Now, she's gonna meet her parents in April, and she hasn't seen them for like over 6 months. And what do you think is going to be reaction, or you think it will be a reaction for her parents and her seeing her parents?
I know what they could do to make her glad to see them.
What could they do?
Somebody could put her out there and let her get homeless for about a week or two, and she'd be glad to see her.
I don't even think, and it's, to me, it's so petty. It's not even worth the news. We got a plane missing. We got other stuff going on that this is all over the news.
But let me say this, and I'm saying this on the serious side. My comedy side, I have left it alone.
Yeah, right.
But for another parent
Yeah.
to take in another parent's child because they are having a problem in the home.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
And then you turn around and give them advice to sue them. You're not doing that child any good.
Yeah, you're making it worse for that. They're not dealing with reality, the life of
They
reality.
really aren't. They are not dealing. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You're
And
just making
Gibson
it worse.
commented on the site where the information is. He said this is a travesty. A parent may be required to carry health insurance on a child until age 21. But other than that, I really don't think there's any merit to this case. I hope this girl loses. It will be bad news for all parents. I really hope this girl is stuck with a $15,000 to $20,000 in legal bills. This will be a real life lesson learned, one that she will never forget and one that she deserves. I agree with you, Gibson.
I do too.
Michelle said parents should not be required to do anything for their kids after they turn 18 in the eyes of the law. They are considered adults. Whether or not they choose to do anything for their kids after 18 is up to the parents, period. This includes insurance as well. She will lose because she is an adult now, and it does not matter that she moved out 2 days before her 18th birthday. The sense of entitlement these days with children. In my day, we were happy to get out of the house and on our own. not to be independent, but to actually show our parents that we can make it on our own. It's a sense of pride.
Oh, our parents had to tell us now, okay, you done graduated.
No, some parents don't even tell you. They say, you know what? You know your birthday was in February, but you graduating in June. What's your plan? What are your plans?
I'm gonna give you the first month's deposit, and I'm gonna give you the deposit and the first month's rent. Now the other 11 months is all on you. That's right.
Now it's very rare that some adult children over 18 are still at home, but if they are, a lot of them are. They're working, they're in school, they're no trouble, and they're abiding by the rules and regulations, and they're doing chores. And I know that to be a fact because my son is still living at home, and he has chores, and they are to be done. He's working. What I don't play. I love my kids. Ain't nothing I won't do for them or my grandchild. But you're not gonna cross me, and you're not gonna undermine my authority. When you ready to be on your own, then I will. I give you your first and last month rent. I even help you pick out furniture. If it's necessary.
That's making waves with Miss Darci. They don't make no waves,
That might be another show.
They don't make no waves, do they?
Girl, you done hit a button. We're listening to intellectualradio.com. I'll maybe forget what I was going to say. At our radio station where we are certainly feeding your brain here today. Up next, how soon is too soon for sex in a relationship? We'll be back in a moment. Don't go nowhere.
Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeart radio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
Live back in the studio, intellectualradio.com and iHeart radio station. Earl gave me a look, y'all. I'm scared. I'm like petrified, like I was on the south side of Chicago last night. We was getting that gas. Okay, we do have a grant writing workshop coming up on Saturday, March 29th. We have an early bird special. You can save $30. Early bird is $105. If you're interested, please call 708-343-8799. Again, 708-343-8799, Saturday, March 29th. And then we have a new location. Someone will be hosting the event for us, and it'll be in the city of Chicago. You are hanging out with us live here in the studio, Intellectual Radio, iHeart radio station, where we are certainly feeding your brain today. Now, how soon is too soon for sex in a relationship? You know, you hear people say once a week, not before marriage, stay a virgin, the 3-month rule, the 90-day rule. What do you think about that, Katie, before I even delve into this?
Well, I think you should give it some time.
Give it some time? How
and
much
the
time?
reason I'm saying that, because if you jump into a relationship and you start off having sex, I can just hear him saying, why buy the cow when I can get the milk for free?
Okay, but what about you in a relationship? Let's say you've been in a relationship a month. Things going good. You know, you got the Google eyes, your likes, his likes are your likes, everything going fine. You ain't had no argument, which you know is unrealistic. So everybody got their blinders on. So you're not seeing the faults right now. Then all of a sudden, them Google eyes turning them roving eyes. Then you get to touching and feeling. Is a month too short to have sex in a relationship? Now, you know some people, they go to the club on Friday and the people go home with them on Friday night. Then they just met them.
And then they see, next Friday, they see them out with somebody else.
They might be out with somebody else.
Right.
So now that is a whole nother show.
Okay.
You might have to do a round table on that because I can't wrap my hand around that.
That's what they call a booty call.
Right. Is that a booty call?
That is that.
Okay.
Booty might start with
somebody said that's called a good time. Now, I don't know.
Okay. Booty might start with a B. Good time may start with a G.
Okay.
So they call it a good time booty call.
Oh, good time. Okay, she just rephrased that. Now, you got some people that say they going to wait until their wedding night. They going to remain a virgin. And it's not a lot out there, but those who are, I do want to commend the ladies who are keeping it tight on their cookie jar until then. But this is my question. If you wait a month, let's say you wait 30 days and you do the thing and it ain't what you thought it was, do you end the relationship? Now remember, everything was going fine. Communication, you know, y'all hanging out.
You know, you making it sound like
doing hobbies.
You making it sound like I should check that cookie out right now. Cause guess what? if I spent a whole month, that cookie might not be no good. Now I got to start all over.
I'm just saying though. I mean, it is what it is. I know people that'll say,
"Let's flip the script."
I stayed a virgin.
Let's flip the script.
Which way? A virgin?
How long would you wait? Making waves with Miss Darci.
That's a good question. You know what?
If it look good to you, like
if
it look like a Rolls Royce Corniche.
That ain't moving me.
That ain't moving.
No, that ain't moving me. I'm grown now. That don't move me. Okay. What I would say is, first of all, it depends on the chemistry and the relationship. But I definitely ain't giving it up the same day. I definitely ain't giving it up in 30 days because my stuff is well worth the wait. That's how I feel.
Suck it
say amen up in here. So that's what I mean. And somebody in the studio says that's what they all say. And they may say it, but this belongs to Darci. And that's how I feel about it. I figure if I give it up too soon, then that's gonna show the true tales of that individual.
You sound like Muddy up. Clank clank.
Right. Snap, crackle, pop. But now there are some people who say, and it's really a catch-20 for me to say, really, because some people say they didn't give it up. They kept their legs closed. Mm-hmm. They got married, and because let's say one of them was not a virgin and the other one was, and they got married, the person that was a virgin thought they were swimming, they saw stars, like I'm looking at in the ceiling of the intellectual radio studio, where the other person who had been experienced
thought it was nothing.
Didn't think it was anything. So on a situation like that, to me, if I'm gonna get married, I take my vows seriously. So it makes you wonder when people say, when I found out what that was, I got out. But then
you know what? Now it looks like say if the man had experience and the woman didn't, he could teach her something.
Well, I agree, but what if you don't want to do that, though?
She would be overwhelmed.
Now wait, hold on. On that note, now I got a lady that was a virgin and a guy who was experienced, and they got married, but it was a quick marriage, but they did get married. She thought he was the rock her world. Well, of course, because she ain't got nothing to compare it to.
Okay.
But
don't tell me she messed up.
No, he was experienced. So the things that maybe, I won't say a regular woman, but a normal day female wouldn't do, she did everything he asked for. Because she had nothing to compare it to. Okay, so what I'm saying is, they like clap. They like,
they still together.
Bam! You can't. They inseparable.
Wow.
So now that's on the flip side.
Okay.
But then you got some on the other side will just leave. They don't feel like going through all that because they figure if they ask you to do it, you may or may not do it.
Do what?
Whatever it is they want you to do.
Oh, whatever floats the boat.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
You know I ain't going there. You think you slick. You think you slick. But anyway, so let's say a person, both of them are experienced.
Oh no, that look like a tug of war. Now we got to see who's more experienced.
Yeah. What about the 3-month mark?
Did you see him turn his head around?
and showing his leg got propped up on intellectual radio sign.
I wish I had one of them. I wish I had one of them.
Things
you know them now them guns that them kids have with them little suction.
He had turned his head to the wall like, I don't even want to hear this.
Oh.
So let's say that they both agreed to do the 90-day rule according to Steve Harvey's book. What is it? I forgot the name of the book.
Yeah, don't talk about Steve Harvey book.
Why? That's another show.
That's another show.
Well, we ain't gonna go there.
And I want to be on that show when you do.
Well, we're gonna do one. We're gonna do that coming up real soon. Okay, so if a person
thinking like a lady,
wait 90 days,
walking like
what if it takes 3
lady
days?
and thinking like a
what
man?
If it takes 3 days? You think the man will stay? You think the woman will stay? If they have to wait 3 days, now them 3 days could turn into 90 days or 6 months.
That man gonna stay.
Think he gonna stay?
Who? He inquisitive.
You think he gonna wind it down so he can get the cookie?
Listen, he inquisitive. You heard that saying? Because if he can't cut the mustard, you know what he gonna do to the job.
Okay. And remember, these are not the opinions of intellectualradio.com and our radio station.
Y'all know on April 1st, I'm going to be doing a comedy show on the South Side. I'm getting my practice in right now.
She really is getting her practice in.
And I might be at Philly soon
all I
tonight.
can say is a woman knows when that time is there. A man might know sooner than a woman. But then again, it could be on both ends. It could be just lust. They may not even be looking for a relationship.
I know it, but a man is, Darci, believe me.
He's going to wait to get it.
He's going to wait. Because guess what? He's got to say he got it. See, a man, he's determined. He ain't going to give up. Well, woman...
She'll be like, I'll talk to you later.
She'll say, you think you all that? Yeah. Believe me, baby. This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they said we need to ask a man.
Okay.
Would you like to be that man?
Come on, man.
Oh. From a man perspective, he said a man don't go by time. He goes by how much money he spent. Oh, he said he'll wait a whole year if he ain't spending no money.
He ain't spending no money.
If he ain't spending no money. Now, Katie, that's
why he gonna wait a whole year.
He said he's spending $100 every couple of days. He gonna need to get the cookie. What you think about that, Katie?
$100.
He said a week.
He spent $100 a week. That ain't bad.
He'll get so would that be the cookie?
$100 a week. That's $400 or $500 a month. That's a big help to some women.
But you still didn't ask my question. Is that worth the cookie?
I don't know. It might be worth the crust. April the 1st.
You are listening live to the studio, intellectualradio.com and our radio station, where we are definitely feeding your brain today. Katie has an event coming up. I'm going to let her tell you about it. And if you want tickets, you can call us here in the studio or inbox us on Facebook under Katie Lowe or Making Waves with Miss Darci or Darci Redmond. Katie going to pull that up. While she's pulling that up, feed your brain trivia question. How many varieties of rice are there? Is it A15, B150, or C15,000? You can give me that answer in the next 10 minutes. You have your choice of a Walmart gift card or a gift card you can use at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, or Marshall's. Correction. Kate, you got that information?
Okay. I'm going to be on the 4th year anniversary of Lafasodes, which is a comedy show. It's going to be April the 1st, 2014 at 400 West 76th Street. You can like me on Facebook at Katie, KATIE, or you can befriend me.
Right.
Befriend me on Facebook at Katie, KATIE, or you can like Making Waves with Miss Darci. That's DARCI.
And Makin is MAKIN without the G.
Thank you. Or you can like live episodes, and you can purchase those tickets online. It's a show you won't want to miss.
I will definitely be there, and I've already told her I need a VIP ticket, so I don't know what she's waiting on because I haven't received it yet. And the clock is ticking, and I am not laughing, even though she is, and I am very serious about that. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in to intellectualradio.com and our radio station. We have definitely had a blast here tonight or today. I do want to let you know, I did say I had a special announcement. I do want to let you know I am forming an elite grant writing initiative group. I'm looking for 100 people who have their own businesses, who want to be an entrepreneur, who want to change their career, who has experience in journalism. You're going to get a percentage of every grant we write for Creative Choices. For more information, you can check out my Facebook page. I will also be creating a grant writing initiative group. I'm looking for 100 individuals so we can get this money while it's still available, so you can make sure your business or your passion is financially secure. If you're interested, please call 708-343-8799. Again, that number is 708-343-8799. You got anything else to say in closing?
Earl, those cookies are good.
This girl. Now, she said she was on a diet, America. We're going to leave that alone. In closing, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. Until next time, we are out.